Okay, welcome to Eloquent JavaScript, a modern introduction to programming, 3rd edition. Chapter 3, Functions. Problem number 2. Define a function is even that accepts a single parameter and returns true if the given number is positive and false otherwise. The number should be a positive whole number. So to start, first I start with the keyword function in order to define a function. So after the function keyword, I should write the name of the function. So here is even, followed by parentheses, and make my function accept a single parameter. So number. And I open the blocks. So I want to make this function return true or false depending if the number is even or not. Very easy. So let me define a variable is even and set is even equal to. I can directly assign it to a condition. Number, the value of number, radian 2 equal to 0. So if the value of number is divisible by 2, then is even is true. Otherwise, is even is assigned false. And here I can make this function return is even, like that. Very easy. So let me call this function console.log is even, give it the value of 2, run it. Okay, I should open the terminal. So new terminal, debug console, and true. So 2 is even, 5 is odd, false. Okay, and I can directly make this function return the result of this condition. So if I copy this, copy and paste it in here and remove all this, let me change the value, let's say 8, and run it, true. So this way also works for the function. Now let's see here if the number should be a positive whole number. So here I have a condition. According to this condition, the result should be returned. So I can make this function return a value if the condition is met, or I can make this function not return a value. So let's say my condition, if the value of number is positive, so if the value of number is more than 0. If it's more than 0, then return whether number is even or odd. So let me change its value to 9 and run it. False. 9 is not even. But if I enter -2 and run it, it returns undefined. That's because the function is not defined, since it doesn't return a value. Doesn't return a value because this condition is not met. Anyway, so if I look at the question, the number should be a positive whole number. Positive whole number. So as if I have two conditions, the first being that the number is more than 0, and the second being that the value of number is a number and is not a character, let's say. Let's say if the value of number is O, it returns undefined because O is not a number. So I should make it as a condition. So I can use something called a binary operator, a binary logical operator, which is used to combine two conditions. So I want to make the if statement have two conditions where the first and second condition should be true. So I want to make this my second condition. I want to call number, which is a class that's built into JavaScript, and call the function is integer. Say what's number. Okay. Writing the name of the class number and calling the function is integer. Does the information about is integer show? Let's see. Method number calls boolean. So I'm calling the function is integer from the class number, which returns true if the value passed is an integer and false otherwise. So is integer and give it the value of number. Okay, so this function returns a value only if number is positive and is an integer. Is an integer meaning that the number is not a decimal number. For example, 2.5 or 2.6. So if I give it a number, let's say 6, let me give it a string, so plus is positive or whatever, does work. Okay, so let me run it. 6, true. 6 is more than 0 and is an integer. If I give it 6.8, undefined. Even though 6.8 is more than 0, it's not considered as an integer. That's how this and the binary operator works. There's another binary operator called OR, which is made up of these two characters, which works as if the if statement is true if either one of these conditions is true. So if I add 6.7 and run it, I get false. Why? Because 6.7 gradient 2 is not equal to 0. Whereas if I add, let's say 10, true. True. True, even though both of these conditions are true, it would still be taken as true, and the result is true because 10 radiant 2 is equal to 0. So that's the difference between the OR binary operator and the AND binary operator. Okay, so that's it. I talked a lot for this exercise, but it was worth it. So like that, we would have defined the function is even that accepts a single parameter and returns true if the given number is positive and false otherwise. And the number should be a positive whole number. Thank you.